Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. We are getting ready for game number 2 in this women's-men's doubleheader between the Eagles and the Falcons of Florida College. Earlier this afternoon, the Lady Falcons defeated Trinity Baptist 87-62. 15 points apiece from Sarah Lutz and Carrie Millsap led the Falcons. But many of the Falcons players scored points. 13 from Bailey Foote. Tony Cox had 12. Keandra Ivory also had 13. Sajay Schlatterer had 2. Bailey Milligan 2. Lexi McDuffie 4. Shelby Walker 4. Ariana Tankersley and Colin Springer each scored 2. Meanwhile, the Trinity Baptist College Eagles were 25 for 28 from the free throw line, led by Diamond Alford with 20 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those came at the line. She was a perfect 9 for 9. Megan Gooden, on the strength of 4 3-pointers, totaled 14 points. Shay Jackson had 13, Natalia Lopez 9, and Shayna Hill 5 for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. So congratulations to the Falcons on their victory this afternoon. Hopefully the Eagles can even things up here tonight as the gentlemen take on Florida College. Last night, the Eagles defeated Trinity College of Florida by a score of 68-53. They were led by Chandler Rivers with 18 points, as well as Marquise Duncanson tying Chandler Rivers with 18. Markel Perry had 9, Zach Norris 4, Marcus Dixon 3, Jakael Walker put in 13, and Caleb Howard had 3, as the Eagles won their first game in the South region in this 2017-2018 men's basketball season. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and my son Dean, as always, is working the camera for us. And you see, we have about 40 seconds left in the warm-up time. This game starting approximately 14 minutes late due to the duration of the women's game. And right now, we're going to turn it over to Tyree Penn on the microphone. He will lead us in prayer, our national anthem, and he'll bring us the starting lineup. So we'll be back. Keep watching, and we'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this wonderful day to play basketball. Please watch over both teams as they play. Please don't allow any injuries, and if there are, please allow them to be minor. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. We're playing with the national anthem. Sophomore, number 1, Kent Harry. At guard is number 12, Jacob Gold. head coach for that time. And now the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. At guard, a freshman from Indian North Carolina, #1, Chandler Rivers. At guard, a senior from Savannah, Georgia, #3, Markel Perry. At forward, a sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina, #4, Zach Morris. And at forward, a junior from Jacksonville, Florida, #5, Marcus Dixon. And at guard, a sophomore from the city, Florida, #11, Marquis Duncanson. And coach W. Jones, and coach Wayne Shepherd.
And thank you, Tyree Penn, for those player introductions. The Florida College Falcons and the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. The Falcons come into today's match with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses, but in all 4 of their victories, they have topped the 100-point mark. They have won their last 2 with a 107-66 win over Trinity College of Florida and a 101-66 victory over Johnson University of Florida. That came this past Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Eagles are 3-2 on the season, having defeated Trinity College last night in their first South Region matchup of this brand new season. Right now, there you see on the court, Jordan Benjamin will jump up against Chandler Rivers, and this ball game is underway. Falcons win the opening tip, and we are getting started here at Trinity Baptist College. 2 20-minute halves in men's basketball. I'm Ray Bureau and Dean Bureau on our camera. Jennifer Jeffrey is our official scorekeeper. Alexa Goodwin running the clock and the scoreboard. And there's the first turnover of the game as the ball hits the out-of-bounds line. And the Eagles will take over 1944 as this ball game is just underway. Eagles came back from down early in that ball game last night, led by as much as 20 before closing it out with the 15-point win. Chandler Rivers and Marquise Duncanson each scoring 18, as we said in the opening. 3 to shoot, and this one goes off and out of bounds. Last touch by the Falcons, but the Eagles have only 2 seconds to get off the shot. Perry for 3, it is off the back of the rim. Long pass down court towards Benjamin. Loose ball grabbed by Dixon. Falcons are enjoying their first season in the NAIA, moving up from the USACC that they played in for many years. They are members of the Southern States Athletic Conference. They have not played a conference game yet this season, but they are 4-2 overall. Dixon misses the layup. No score. Just 1:20 into this one, and the 3-point attempt from Rourke is no good. At about 7 p.m., Eagles men's soccer will kick off in the national championship game against Pensacola Christian. Tell you a little more about that tournament as we get opportunities. 3-point effort from Brock is no good, and the Eagles on the move. Head coach Ellie Jean and his assistants Prince Board, Carlos Sebastian, and Josh O'Hara up there in Greenville, South Carolina. Tournament taking place at Bob Jones University. Trinity tied Bob Jones last night after both teams had beaten Kansas Christian College. Trinity won the tiebreaker. Fewest goals allowed between the two teams, so they advance after a scoreless tie last night. They're going to play Pensacola Christian for the national championship in NCCAA Division II. No score, 2 minutes and 20 seconds into this one. Both teams have had chances but have missed their shots. Perry underneath, outside to Dixon. Duncanson will back it up. Now Dixon inside the paint and in. And the Eagles draw first blood. Marcus Dixon, a junior from here in Jacksonville. Three-point shot, no good. Duncanson on the move. Dixon averaging 6.2 points per game. He will score his fair share of points, but Marcus is very good at getting the ball to his teammates. Zach Norris with a three-point attempt, no good. Two 2-0 the Eagles lead. 16:40 left in the first half. Long three-pointer from Kent Hegarty, and it is good, and the Falcons take a 1-point lead. Hegarty scores 16 points per game. You just saw him hit that three-pointer. He is 40% from beyond the arc, 20 out of 50. Chandler Rivers with that slam dunk. Chandler Rivers had an alley-oop last night that ignited the crowd, and that dunk does the same here tonight. Dixon with the rebound. This is a packed house here at Trinity Baptist College. Rivers for two, just inside the arc. So the Eagles lead 6-3. Chandler Rivers getting this crowd into it early on. Teammates cheering him on from the bench. And we're going to have the first foul of the game, and it looks like that will be Zach Norris. On the floor, so the Falcons will inbound, and they'll get a fresh 30 seconds. Lenoris Hamilton checks in, as does Bryce Nichols. You saw Rivers with that dunk. He is averaging 9.2 points per game for the Eagles. Three-pointer from Hegarty is also good. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. We told you he can hit from long range. 40% coming in, now 22 three-pointers on the season. First, we thank the Falcons and DAC Stats for their team information. Zach Norris, turnaround jumper, no good. Tied at 6, 15-10 left in the half. Outside, three-point shot. That was Jacob Roark. All three shots by the Falcons have been three-pointers, and they lead 9-6. Roark averaging 13.7 points per game, 44% from behind the arc. Remember, the back line, the black line is the college three-point line. The inside white line is high school. Marquise Duncanson off to the left. Trinity Christian Academy shares this gym. Of course, Trinity fans know about that. But the Conquerors begin their season play on November 27th. Missed opportunity for the Falcons, and Perry picks up the loose ball. Ja'Kale Walker ready to check in for the Eagles. There's a Falcons player over. Can't quite tell who it is as of yet. Dixon for three off the rim and rebounded by Roark. Falcons with a quick transition and a layup off the glass for Frank Sangui. His first bucket, and it's a 5-point Falcons lead. That's the first 2-point shot for the Falcons. Their first three baskets, all from three-point range. Perry inside, has it knocked away. Roark dishes it outside. There's Hegarty once again, and already his third three-pointer. And a timeout for Coach John Jones with the score 14-6 in favor of the Falcons with 13:19 left in the first half. This will be a full 60-second timeout. Ken Hegarty already on fire. He has 3 3-pointers, and Jacob Roark with a 4th one. 14-6 in favor of the Falcons. We told you they have an explosive offense. All 4 of their wins have been in triple digits for the Florida College Falcons. Head coach, Mr. Pat Todd. He is assisted by Mr. Chase Teekman. John Jones, in his 7th year with the Eagles out of Liberty University, his assistant coach, Mr. Karim Shepard. This is the final home game of the 2017 calendar year for Trinity Baptist College. They are going on the road Tuesday night. They're going to play NCAA Division I opponent, the Citadel, up in Charleston, South Carolina. Wednesday, November 29th, the Eagles are at Columbia International. Then on Saturday, December 2nd, another NCAA team right here in Jacksonville, the Ospreys of the University of North Florida. Later on, the Eagles will play Jacksonville University and South Alabama. So 4 NCAA D1 opponents on the Eagles' schedule this year. The next home game will be against Bob Jones University on January 5th. That one stolen away, and a fast break layup. No good, but a rebound is good for Darwin Morales. That was Lenoris Hamilton on that transition after stealing the ball away from the Eagles. 10-point Falcons lead. Duncanson's 3-pointers off the rim. Falcons do have the height advantage on the boards. Inside, and now the pass from Nichols goes astray, and it goes to the Eagles. And a timeout on the court. 30-second timeout for the Eagles. 12:36 left in the half. 10-point lead for the Falcons. In the NBA tonight, Clippers at the Hornets at 7 p.m. The Jazz are in Orlando. Golden State Warriors in Philadelphia. That game at 7:30. Celtics in Atlanta. Rockets and Grizzlies tip off at 8 o'clock. Bucks and Mavericks at 9 p.m. These are, of course, all Eastern times. And the Kings out west at the Trailblazers. I believe I said 30-second timeout earlier. Looks like it is a full timeout as the players are on the bench. Top 25 NCAA action. Number 19, Purdue hosting Fairfield later tonight. Number 24, West Virginia hosts Morgan State. Utah State is at number 17, Gonzaga. Northwestern has defeated LaSalle 82-74. And number 22, Seton Hall defeated NJIT 82-53. Eagles inbound, trailing by 10. Ja'Kale Walker on the court for Trinity. Caleb Botts as well. Terry Bird also on the court. Perry and Norris started the game, they're still in. 7 seconds to shoot. Pull-up jumper for Botts, no good. Rebound for Morales. Just now hit the 12-minute mark. Hegarty again for 3. This is the first miss. And the second chance, no good. Hegarty 3 out of 4 from three-point range here in the first half. Markel Perry from the line has to give it outside to Botts. 10 seconds to shoot. Perry from the line, bounces out, and the rebound goes to Bryce Nichols. Very quick transition, three-point shot, no good. Hegarty there, second chance, and the third chance from Nichols is in. So a 12-point lead for the Falcons with 11:14 left in the first half. Bird gets inside and draws a whistle. Looked like it was before the shot. And a foul is called on Darwin Morales. That is a first team foul for Florida College, and the Eagles will inbound as the call was on the floor. Caleb Howard checks in for Coach Jones. Marcus Dixon back onto the court. Norris and Perry head off. Jaquil Samuel on in for Florida College. 14 seconds on the shot clock. And the steal from Samwell. Inside, and an easy bucket for Bryce Nichols. (20-6), a 14-point lead. Caleb Botts with the layup, can't get it to go. The Eagles having trouble getting that ball to fall into the cylinder. And a whistle, a blocking foul called against Trinity. Looks like Bird will pick up his first, and that is the call. Bryce Nichols, a 7-foot, 0-inch forward and center from Tampa, Florida in his sophomore year. Towering over everyone else on the court. At the line, shooting two, Lenoris Hamilton. And first one, no good. First free throws of the game for either team. Morales heads to the bench. Free throw number 2 is up and good. We told you Florida College has a height advantage. Theo DeCiras, 6'11", and this one off the top of the backboard. Theo Deviere is the correct pronunciation. A gentleman assisting me with that pronunciation before game time. 10-10 left in the half. Long three-pointer is good for Jaquil Samuel. And the Falcons lead by 18. Samuel averaging 5.7 points per game. He just hit an NBA range 3. Caleb Botts for 3, no. Hegarty with the rebound, and here come the Falcons. And that one blocked by Howard. He's called for the foul. It was body contact that drew the whistle. And the foul sends Jacob Roark to the line. First foul on Howard and number 3 on the Eagles. Timeout called with 9:41 left in the half, and Florida College leading 24-6. We told you about the height advantage that the Falcons have. Frank Sungi stands at 6'7". McMichael Jamison at 6'5", and Nicola Delic at 6'8". So that advantage we've seen throughout this first half so far. Falcons pounding the boards, getting most every one so far. Players are heading back onto the court. Jacob Roark has 2 free throws coming his way after the foul called on Caleb Howard. Roark averaging 13.7 points per game. First free throw is in. From the line, Roark is now 16 for 16 on the season, and he maintains his perfect free throw shooting. It's 3 free throws as he was beyond the arc when he was fouled by Howard. And Roark hits all three, and again, he is a perfect 18 out of 18 on the season. (27-6), the Falcons lead. Three-pointer for Duncanson, no. And a rebound to Jaquil Samuel. Roark gets inside and backs it up. Pull-up jumper is short. There was body contact, but no call. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Eagles. Waiting to check in is McMichael Jamison. Now joining him at the bench, number 22 is Zach Brock. And the officials are having a discussion, and it's a technical foul called against Trinity. Jacob Roark at the line. He hit 3 in a row just a moment ago, and now makes it 4. Free throw number 2 is good, and we're witnessing something fantastic as Jacob Roark has made 20 consecutive free throws to start the season. Nine minutes left in the first half, and a big lead for the Falcons, 29-6. Eagles are getting opportunities. They're having trouble getting the ball to fall in. Duncanson will draw the foul and head to the line. Foul called on Zach Brock. That is his first and the second on the Falcons. Marquise Duncanson, a 44% free throw shooter. He's averaging 9.4 points per game. First free throw is good. Free throw number 2 for Duncanson. It's good. Marquise Duncanson, sophomore from Kissimmee, Florida. Another three-point attempt from Hegarty. This one rims out. Rebound by Roark. Three-pointer is good from Zach Brock. That is his first basket of the game. And the Falcons now lead by 24, 32-8. Perry pull-up jumper from the line. Bounces away. Three-point attempt, no good. It hits off the top of the backboard. And officials say it stayed in bounds until knocked away. And it's going to be Falcons ball. Zach Brock hit that three-pointer. He's averaging 8.7 points per game. 14 out of 38, 37% from three-point range coming into tonight's action. 7:50 left in the half. Long pass across the court. Roark gives it to Hegarty for 3, and another three-pointer for Kent Hegarty. All 4 of his buckets have been from three-point range, and the Falcons keep adding to that lead. Bounce pass gets away from Duncanson. Roark finds Hegarty in the corner, another three-pointer. This one hits the rim. Now Roark will bring it back to midcourt, slow things down. Getting some instructions from Coach Pat Todd. Bounce pass inside to Benjamin. Now back out, and the pull-up jumper and a blocking foul. Looks like Marquise Duncanson. If that is correct, that'll be his first. And the call goes to Marcus Dixon. That is his first. And at the line for two is Frank Singi. First one is good for Sungi. He's 10 for 13 coming in, now 11 out of 14, 77%. As a team, the Falcons are shooting 66% on the season. That's before they made 7 out of 8 here in the first half. 37-8, the Falcons lead. Perry's inside the arc, and this one does not fall. Again, the Eagles with opportunities haven't been able to convert. Out of bounds, last touch by Norris, and it'll be Falcons ball. Sungi was averaging 10.5 points per game coming into tonight's play. 3-point shot from Hegarty, no good. And a pushing off foul will be called on Jordan Benjamin. That's his first and a third on the Falcons. We get our next opportunity, we'll let you know the upcoming games for the Florida College Falcons. Duncanson for 3, no good. Dixon keeps it in bounds. And Perry gets it back over to Duncanson. Tries to go inside, and he's going to draw a foul. Darwin Morales, foul number 2. Team foul number 4, and the Eagles will inbound underneath their own goal. Ja'Kale Walker in for Duncanson. Norris for 3, no good. Loose ball grabbed by Hamilton. 3-point shot is buried from Zach Brock. That is his second 3 of the night, and a timeout. 5:57 left in the half. With the score, Florida College 40, Trinity Baptist 8. That does give us that opportunity to let you know the upcoming games for the Falcons. On November 21st, this Tuesday night, Falcons will travel to Warner University for a 6 p.m. start time. November 25th, they will play Bethune-Cookman College. That'll be at Bethune-Cookman. That game on the 25th at 4 p.m. November 28th at Weber International University, 7:30 p.m. start time. The next home game for Florida College. They will play December 1st, a 9 p.m. start time against the University of the Bahamas. And the next day, 6 p.m., Toccoa Falls College travels down to Temple Terrace, Florida. Falcons still have, after that game with Toccoa Falls, 4 games left before the semester and Christmas break. And they'll return to the court at home on January 12th following that break. 5:57 left in the first half. Eagles need to rally. Rivers, Norris, Dixon, Perry, and Walker on the floor for Trinity. Hegarty, Hamilton, Sungi, Benjamin, and Hamilton on the court for the Falcons. And the Eagles will go to the line on this foul. Chandler Rivers will shoot 2. First foul on Kent Hegarty, and team foul number 5 on the Falcons. Each team with 5 fouls. Chandler Rivers at the line where he is 57% on the season. First one misses. Rivers, though, very good from beyond the arc. 5 out of 8 for 63% from three-point range. Free throw number 2 is good. 5.5 left in the first half. Benjamin finds Soongi, who drives the lane and draws the foul. That will be Zach Norris's second. Soongi is 2 for 2. And the Falcons are 7 out of 8 from the line. Free throw number 1, little bit too strong. And now checking in for Florida College. 2 new gentlemen. Number 25 is Jaquil Samuel, and number 33 is Bryce Nichols. Hegarty and Roark make their way off to make room for the 2 new players. Free throw number 2 is good. 8 for 10 are the Falcons from the line, and they lead 41-9. Rivers for 3, it is good. We told you Rivers is hot from three-point range. That is his first attempt, and it is in. 3-point shot in response from Jaquil Samuel. That is his second. Falcons have hit 9 3-pointers here in the first half. Walker from the line, and it hits the rim and the glass and bounces into the hands of Nichols. Across the court, 3-pointer for Hamilton off the rim. Dixon with the rebound. Four minutes and 7 seconds left in the half. 13 to shoot. Perry in the corner finds Dixon at the top of the key. Dixon drives the lane and gets the layup. Second bucket of the night for Marcus Dixon. Long 3-pointer once again is good from Jaquil Samuel. Check the numbers on Samuel from 3-point range. 8 for 12 coming in. He has now hit 3 more. He has already surpassed his game average of 5.7. He has 9. Dixon spin move, shot blocked by Benjamin. Long pass, quick transition. Samuel will draw the foul, and that looks like Markel Perry will get his first. 3:14 left in the half. Shooting 2 is Jaquil Samuel. Samuel, nothing out of 4 from the line so far this season. And the first one off the front of the rim. Griffin Riggs checks in for Zach Norris. Free throw number 2 is off the rim and into the hands of Jaquil Walker. Perry for 3, it is off the rim. Rivers backs it up to midcourt, gets some instructions from Coach Jones. Hamilton almost steals it away. Dixon drives inside, layup is good, and he draws the foul. Bryce Nichols gets his first foul. Dixon has a chance at a 3-point play. Dixon at the line. Free throw is up and off the rim. A little bit too strong into the hands of Kerwicken Morpus, number 32. And the reverse layup, a beautiful move from Sungi. He has scored 7 points here in the first half, and the Falcons lead 49-16 with 2:16 left on the clock. Rivers outside to Riggs, gets around one, dishes it off to Walker. Shot clock at, about to say shot clock at 11. Walker loses control, but we have a foul. Jaquil Samuel gets his first and a team 7th, so Trinity will shoot the 1 and 1. Ja'Kaylee Walker, a 68% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw, no good. Loose ball, Walker picks it up. Layup is good. First score of the night for Ja'Kaylee Walker. And we're under 2 minutes in the half. Quick transition and a layup for Morpus. His first score of the night. .15 to shoot. Dixon outside the paint. Riggs finds Rivers. Pull-up jumper at the line is blocked. And last touched off the fingertips of Rivers, trying to get it back. So the Falcons will take control of the ball, leading 51-18 with 1:24 left in the half. Caleb Botts checks in, and Rivers will head to the sidelines. Great touch pass from Hegarty. He finds Morpus underneath. Hegarty looked like he volleyed the ball. Did not stay in his hands very long, and it was a beautiful play getting Hegarty the points. 1:04 left, and the Falcons leading big late here in the first half. Three-point attempt for Roark off the front of the rim. Rebound Morpus, turnaround jumper is good. He now has 6. And we have a whistle. The officials will talk something over. Heading over to the scorer's table. Well, that Eagles soccer championship game 7 minutes away from the scheduled start time. Hopefully we'll be able to check in on that game during the second half right here in front of us. This ball is out of bounds off the fingertips of Riggs, and the Falcons reclaim possession. Terry Bird will check in for Riggs. Also on his way to the court, number 10 is Cameron Chandler. .35 seconds left before the halftime buzzer. Zach Brock finds Roark at the top of the arc. Inside to Morpus. And the Falcons work it back out. Now Roark sets up for 3, no good. Dixon with the rebound. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds left in the half. Cameron Chandler finds Bird. Eagles looking for a chance to score before the buzzer. 5 seconds to go. Caleb Botts loses control of the ball, but it was tipped, and the Eagles have 1.8 seconds to get off a shot. Terry Bird will inbound. He has 4 options. Goes to Walker. Jump shot before the buzzer, but does not fall. So we enter halftime with the score, Florida College 55, Trinity Baptist 18. Kent Hegarty with 4 3-pointers, giving him 12. We'll recap the first half and get ready for half number 2. 15-minute halftime intermission. We'll be back in 12 minutes, and hopefully throughout the second half we'll be able to keep an eye on that championship soccer game. Stay with us here on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. We will be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Trinity Baptist College as the Eagles are taking on the NAIA Florida College Falcons, enjoying their first season in the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. They are members of the Southern States Athletic Conference, and they are leading Trinity Baptist 55-18, as you see on your screen. The Falcons have made 10 three-pointers, 4 of those from Kent Hegarty. Jacob Rorark has 1, Zach Brock has 2 of them, and Jaquil Samuel has 3. Total points, Hegarty 12, Lenoris Hamilton 1, Jacob Rorark 8, Frank Singui 7, Zach Brock 6, Jaquil Samuel 9, Kerwicken Morpus 6, and Bryce Nichols 4. For the Eagles, Chandler Rivers leads with 8 points. Marcus Dixon has 6, Marquise Duncanson 2, and Ja'Kale Walker 2. Nobody in any foul trouble at all. Only one player even has 2. That is Darwin Morales of the Falcons. Kent Hegarty, Zach Brock, Jaquil Samuel, Bryce Nichols, and Jordan Benjamin each have 1. And for Trinity, Chandler Rivers, Markel Perry, Zach Norris, Marcus Dixon, Terry Bird, and Caleb Howard each have 1 foul. Well, we told you about the three-point shooting, but another big difference, Florida College shot 49% from the field in the first half. Trinity just 22%. So the Eagles hoping that they can get the ball into the cylinder here in this second half. Meanwhile, up at Bob Jones University, Trinity Baptist College playing Pensacola Christian College. That game just started about 3 minutes ago, and so far there is no score. The men's soccer team finished number 5 in the rankings in NCCAA Division II. Pensacola won the South Region tournament on penalty kicks over Trinity Baptist in that title game. Trinity got an at-large invitation, the only one to this tournament, and they defeated Kansas Christian 1-0 in overtime on Ulamon Hilaire's only goal of the game for either team. And they tied Bob Jones University no score after 2 overtime periods. They had the tiebreaker over Bob Jones, and with Kansas Christian eliminated after Bob Jones beat them on Thursday, Trinity got the tiebreaker and found its way into the championship game against Pensacola Christian College. We are live on YouTube, TBC Eagles, and we'll be bringing you all the home games for both the men and the women's action right here at Trinity Baptist College. And you see we're under a minute to go before the players head back to the sidelines and get ready for the second half. There you see the Eagles finishing up their halftime shoot-around. Falcons already over near the bench. And in about 30 seconds, you'll hear the buzzer indicating that we are ready to resume play. Meanwhile, I got the soccer game on my cell phone here, trying to keep an eye on that championship game. Eagles very nearly scored a goal, but Pensacola's Taylor Jensen is one fantastic goalkeeper. Of course, Trinity has a pretty darn good one themselves in freshman Kyle Altman. So we'll try to keep an eye on that one and give you updates throughout our second half. And once this game ends, you want to go to livestream.com/BJU and catch the end of that men's soccer game. Eagles just got off another shot but missed high, so they've controlled the ball well throughout the beginning few moments of that game. Right here in front of us, Eagles and the Falcons resume play. Trinity Baptist has a possession arrow and will inbound to start the second half. Four of the starting 5 back on the court for the Eagles. Ja'Kale Walker is that 5th starter, and this time we got a foul on Markel Perry. Well, No announcement from the bench about the foul. Maybe he was saying number 3 was called for traveling instead. And the Falcons get the first basket of the second half. Jordan Benjamin puts it in. That is his first score of the night. Second half just underway. Only 30 seconds have ticked off the clock. Duncanson trying to go 1-on-2. Pulls up from the line. Misses the shot, but draws the foul. Zach Brock held up his own hand, indicating the foul is on him, and that is the call. It is his second and team foul number 1. Duncanson was 2 for 2 from the line in the first half. And he hits the first of 2. Free throw number 2, a little bit too strong. Rebound by the Falcons. And Duncanson will pick up his first foul of the night. Team second on the half. So apparently that was a foul called on Perry earlier. And another three-pointer from Kent Hegarty. That is his 5th of the night. All 5 of his baskets have been from behind the arc. Perry tries to get inside, and he will go to the line. A couple of Falcons nearby. We'll wait for the announcement. Jacob Roark picks up his first. Sometimes it's a little hard to see the fingers that the referees hold up, indicating the player who had the foul. Perry's first of 2 is good. These are his first free throws, and that's his first point of the night. Markel Perry averages 10.6 points per game to lead the Eagles. He's a 55% free throw shooter. Number 2 is up and off the rim into the hands of the Falcons' Frank Sangui. Pass gets away from Benjamin. Perry picks it up, drives down court. Duncanson for 3 off the rim. And a nice play by the Falcons. Zach Brock getting the ball to bounce off of Perry's legs and give the Falcons possession. It's a 40-point lead, 60-20 with 18:31 left to play. Turnaround jumper from right under the basket is good for Benjamin. That's his second bucket of the night. Both of those have come early on here in the second half. Dixon, spin, jump, no good. Rivers could not corral the rebound. Off the rim from Hegarty. Problem was he was inside the arc. He hasn't missed much from beyond the arc. Duncanson goes 1-on-2. We'll see which Falcon gets called for the foul. It's Hegarty and Benjamin in the area, and the call goes against Kent Hegarty. That is his second. And Duncanson at the line. He is 3 out of 4 tonight. First free throw is up and in. Free throw number 2 for Duncanson is good. So he's hit 5 out of 6. And it's a 40-point lead for the Falcons. Driving the lane is Jacob Roark for his first score of the second half, but he has a total of 10. Duncanson inside, and he'll go back to the line. That is Jordan Benjamin picking up his second. Gives us a chance to check on the soccer game. 11 minutes in and no score. Duncanson has now hit 3 in a row and 4 out of 5 in the second half. Free throw number 2, a little bit too strong, and Benjamin rebounds. Ball nearly stolen away, but Brock's able to control it. Roark goes 1-on-4, dishes it out to number 22, Brock. Three-pointer, no good. Dixon comes up with the loose ball. Walker dishes off to Perry. Perry gets inside from the outside of the lane. No shot, no good. Second chance coming up for the Eagles. Rivers inside. Ball was partially tipped by Benjamin. And here come the Falcons, leading by 41. That shot from Sunggi would not fall. It started to go down, hit the rim, and came back out. Dixon 1-on-2, and he draws the foul. Foul called on Jacob Roark, and that is his second. And Marcus Dixon at the line. Missed his only free throw attempt in the first half. Caleb Howard will check in for Perry. 16-18 left to play. First of 2 from Dixon is off the rim and no good. Coach Jones calls Howard over for some instruction. Howard makes his way back to the lane. Dixon's second free throw, no good and out of bounds. Looked like it might have slipped off his fingertips. And so the Falcons will take possession. Still no score up in Greenville. Outside to Roark for 3, wide open from the corner. That's his second of the game, and he has 13 total points. Howard pulls up for 3, off the rim. Duncanson rebounds off the floor. And we're going to have a blocking foul called. And that's going against Zach Brock, and that is his third. Duncanson has been very good from the line. He's made 6 out of 8. And after this timeout, he will attempt to shoot 2. 15:48 left on the clock. Florida College leads at 67-23. Meanwhile, up in Greenville, 15 minutes in, still no score. 45-minute halves in college soccer. Should the game end in a tie, they will have 2 10-minute overtime periods. They're sudden death overtimes. So either team to score would win it. There were no penalty kicks or shootouts in pool play, but of course for the championship, that would happen, and that is how Pensacola won the South Region title. They defeated Trinity in penalty kicks, 5-4. And during our timeout, I do have a chance to check on that game. Eagles on the attack. However, they're unable to get off the shot. So with 30 minutes left in the first half, Eagles and Pensacola are scoreless. Right here, 15:48 left to play. Dixon will inbound. Eagles have 27 seconds on the shot clock. So that call was on the floor. Not a shooting foul for Duncanson. Three-point shot from Howard is good. Caleb Howard's first bucket of the night. He averages 1.8 points per game, but 50% on the season, counting 1 for 2 tonight. And that basket is good for the Falcons, 69-26. Off the hands of Howard, into the hands of Hegarty. Long pass down court, and a beautiful play by Bryce Nichols. Just had to turn and lay it in. 7 feet, 0 inches tall is Bryce Nichols. Howard again for 3, this one off the rim. Nichols will draw the foul. Looks like Caleb Howard will pick up his first. Now the call is against Ja'Kale Walker, both of them in the area. That is Walker's first. And at the line shooting 2 is Bryce Nichols. First free throw is good. Zach Norris will replace Marcus Dixon, and Caleb Botts will do the same for Chandler Rivers. Free throw number 2 coming from Nichols. It is off the front of the rim, and Norris with the rebound. Long pass to Howard. Back outside to Duncanson. Eagles working the perimeter. Norris for 3, too short. This one bounces up and over the backboard. And a turnover will give it to the Falcons. Pensacola came very close to scoring the first goal of the game. That shot missed, however. (72-26) Falcons lead. Inside towards Nichols, and a foul. Zach Norris gets number 2 on the floor, so the Falcons will inbound. That's the 3rd on the Eagles here in the second half. Hegarty from 3-point range off the rim. Worked outside, another 3-point shot. This one misses. That was Samuel trying for the 3. 13:28 left to play. Duncanson spins, finds Norris, but Norris could not corral it. (13:18) left. And the Falcons will bring it up court. Norris Hamilton finds Morales, goes inside, gets a short jumper. That's his second score of the night. Norris picks up the ball off the floor. Long pass towards Walker. And knocked out of bounds by Samuel. (17 seconds on the shot clock. Botts over near the bench. Pass knocked away, but Howard chases it down. 3-point shot for Howard is off the rim. Quick transition by the Falcons. Hamilton will go to the line. That is number 2 on Caleb Howard. So shooting 2, Lenoris Hamilton. He is 1 out of 2 tonight. First one a little too short. Hamilton's second is good. 2 for 4 is Hamilton, 2 total points on the night. Howard for 3 off the rim. Rebound Hamilton. 3-point shot is good from Jaquil Samuel. That is his 4th three-pointer of the night. I have him as having 14 points. Duncanson misses wide to the right. Long pass to Benjamin, gives it up. And the score for Samuel. And a timeout for Coach Jones with 11:48 left to play, and the Falcons leading 80-26. Still no score up in Greenville. 24.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Both teams have had scoring opportunities but have come away empty. National championship game going on between the Eagles of Trinity Baptist and the Eagles of Pensacola Christian. Jaquil Samuel leading everybody on the court here with 16 points. Haggerty not far behind. He has 15, and all of those have come on three-pointers. Samuel has hit 4 three-pointers of his own. Falcons buried 10 of those in the first half. They have 3 here in the second, so 13 three-pointers for the Falcons here on the night. Falcons heading back onto the court. 11:48 left to play. "20 seconds on the shot clock. Norris for 3, it's good. That is Zach Norris's first basket of the night. On the season, he averages 6.6 per game. Loose ball grabbed by the Falcons. Sanghi gets it outside to Hegarty, who misses a 3, but tapped in. Bryce Nichols with the bucket. He now has 7. Duncanson able to maintain control, and he will draw the foul. That is number 3 on Darwin Morales. Team foul number 7, so 1-1 coming up for Duncanson, who's had a good night at the line. 6 out of 8 is Duncanson tonight. The 1-1 is good. So a second free throw coming up for Duncanson. Sophomore from Kissimmee. And it is good. So as we said, a good night at the line for Duncanson. All of his points have come from the charity stripe. 8 out of 10. That's Hegarty getting inside his first non-three-pointer, and the layup gives him 17. Rivers finds Norris in the corner. This one off the side of the backboard. Duncanson with the steal, trying to go one-on-one. He will draw the foul. That is Bryce Nichols picking up his 3rd. 2 shots coming up for Marquise Duncanson. Kyle Altman just saved a Pensacola shot to keep that game scoreless. First of 2 from Duncanson is good. Free throw number 2, and Duncanson hits them both. 10 for 12 from the line. That's where he's gotten all of his points tonight. 84-33, Falcons lead with 10:20 left to play. Rivers with the steal and a fast break. Goes up for the dunk. Does not get it, but he does draw the foul. That is Darwin Morales, and if I have it right, that is number 4 on Morales. Officials talk it over, and they stick with the call. Foul number 4 on Darwin Morales. And now they're going to back up as Rivers is going to shoot 2. Misses the first, so we'll see if that was a technical or a flagrant. Rivers now 1 out of 3 on the night. Free throw number 2 is no good. Eagles are going to get possession. And they're going to inbound at the midcourt stripe. Bounce pass inside to Norris. Turnaround jumper is good. 5 points now for Zach Norris. Hamilton thought about a 3, instead pulled inside. Wild pass, but Nichols keeps it in bounds. 9 seconds to shoot. Hegarty for 3. It is off the rim, too short. He gets his own rebound. 3-point shot for Samuel. And that is number 5 for Jaquil Samuel. (87-35). 3-point shot attempt from Rivers, misses. Dixon gets the ball right back to Rivers. Third opportunity is good. Chandler Rivers now with 10. It's a 50-point lead for Florida College. Falcons work the ball beautifully, and the shot from Nichols gives him 9 points total on the night. Still no score with 17 minutes left in the first half. And a 3-point shot from Chandler Rivers. That's his second of the night. Of course, I was talking about that soccer game up in Greenville a moment ago. Championship game for the Eagles. Hamilton for 3. It's good. Lenoris Hamilton now with 5. .13 left to play. Duncanson, 3-point shot, missed wide to the left. Norris and Hamilton both going for the ball, and it's out of bounds off Norris. Terry Bird coming in for Walker. (92-40) in favor of the Falcons. They have scored 100 points 3 times. I think I said that incorrectly earlier. And 97 a 4th time. That is a turnaround jumper for Bryce Nichols. And the big man now has 11. Rivers finds Norris, who pulls up for 3. Misses to the left. And Hegarty with the rebound. .7:15 left to play. Hayden Todd gets inside. Finds Hegarty for the layup. And a timeout for Coach Jones with the score 96-40 in favor of the Falcons and 6:57 left. There were some Eagles at the table ready to check in, so they'll likely come on once we resume play. Gives me a chance to check on the championship soccer game. 15-20 and counting in the first half. No score between Trinity Baptist and Pensacola. Pensacola's lining up for a corner kick. Good defense by the Eagles to get the ball away from the goal. In the NBA, the Clippers and Hornets are tied at 22 midway through the first. Magic trail the Jazz by 3. Right as the first quarter ends, it's 29-26, Utah leads. Only 2 games underway at the moment. Warriors and 76ers just about ready to tip off. Griffin Riggs will inbound for the Eagles. Cameron Chandler also on the court. Terry Bird, Zach Norris, and Caleb Howard are the other 3 for the Eagles. Howard for 3, no. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. Bird finds Howard back outside. Bird for 3, it's good. Terry Bird gets his first score of the night. Averages 2.5 points per game. 3 for 5 from three-point range coming in. He just hit one. Long pass to Hayden Todd. Gets it back outside. 3-point atop. And a rebound by Norris. Trying to say try and attempt at the same time. And this one knocked out of bounds by Samuel. Eagles will inbound with 5:50 left to play. 21 on the shot clock. Cameron with a long-range three-pointer. Cameron Chandler, with his first score of the night. He came in 3 for 6 from three-point range. Spin move off the rim. Griffin Riggs with the rebound. Terry Bird behind the arc. Gets it outside to Chandler. Now Norris gets his own rebound, and he goes down and hits the floor hard, but good sportsmanship from Kerwicken Morpes, and Norris is all right. 5 minutes, 5 seconds left. A foul called on Hayden Todd. That's his first. And Zach Norris has not attempted a free throw yet tonight. Zach Norris at the line. On the season, 50%. First one misses. And now the official checking with the scorer's table. Everything seems to be in order. Norris with number 2 is good. So Zach Norris now has 6. 96-47 in favor of the Falcons. We just passed the 5-minute mark here in the second half. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons. And speaking of Florida College and soccer, their men's soccer team, I didn't hear how they did in their playoffs, but they finished the regular season undefeated for the second consecutive year. That was a three-point attempt by Hamilton. Goes astray, and this one's out of bounds off Howard, so it will stay with the Falcons. Florida College, terrific athletics. We see them on the soccer field and on the basketball court. They've been very tough every time they've taken the field or the court. Turnaround jumper, no good. That was Scott Salazzo. Eagles get it back near midcourt. Howard looking for an opportunity. Riggs over near the bench. Finds Bird. 4 seconds to shoot. Ball's knocked away, picked up, and a fast break. That was before the shot clock buzzer. And we're going to have a foul called on Cameron Chandler. That'll be his first. And Lenoris Hamilton will shoot 2, where he is 2 for 4 tonight. Team foul number 6 on the Eagles. First of 2 is up and in. 6 points for Lenoris Hamilton pending this second free throw. New player for the Falcons is number 44, Nicola Delic. Free throw number 2 is off to the left. It's a 50-point lead for the Falcons with 3:45 left to play. Terry Bird gets it back out to Howard near the circle. Cameron Chandler's three-point attempt misses. Loose ball. Grabbed by Todd. And here come the Falcons. Good ball movement. We'll see who takes the shot. From the corner into the hands of Bird. That was Samuel. 3:10 left to play. Ball knocked away, but Howard's able to pick it back up. It was tipped, so no backcourt violation. Bird for 3 off to the right. Howard is right there for the putback. Caleb Howard now with 5. Excellent play following the shot. He was right there to put the ball back in. Coach Todd will call a timeout with 2:44 left on the clock, and the Falcons leading 97-49. Quick timeout. Just to get a substitution, number 55, Theo DeVier. Apologies for mispronouncing that name. DeVier, Theo DeVier. And a three-point shot is good from Scott Salazzo, his first score of the night. And the Falcons have hit 100 for the 4th time this season. They've also scored 97. That came in a loss to the University of the Bahamas. They got their revenge on the Bahamas just a couple days later. They won that second matchup. Two-minute mark coming up and a whistle. 3-second violation called on DeVier. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left on the clock. Still no score in the championship soccer game with 6 minutes left in the first half. Caleb Botts finds Norris, thought about a 3, instead goes inside, and his pass is knocked away. Now the Falcons can just work down the clock. Davier in the lane. His layup no good, but it looks like he'll go to the line. Foul on Zach Norris. That is his third. No, the call was on the floor after the shot, and now the officials are going to talk things over, and they're going to allow the substitution. Ben Bird and Chance Brandon on the court for the Eagles. So it is now changed to a shooting foul, and Davier at the line for two. First indication was on the floor. Well, it was a 1-and-1 because that was team foul number 7. Cameron Chandler's three, no good. Bird gets it outside to Brandon for three. Off the rim. Long pass down toward Delic, and he's called for the travel. Minute 15 left on the clock. Substitution for the Falcons. Kerwickin Morpus back onto the court. Game day coordinator, Mr. Ethan Horn. Our official scorekeeper tonight, Jennifer Jeffrey. Alexa Goodwin running the clock in the scoreboard tonight. Dean Bureau on the camera, another fantastic job. I'm Ray Bureau. Glad you're able to join us here on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. We're under a minute left. Falcons 100, Trinity Baptist 49. Pass inside to Davier, and he scores the bucket. 36 left to play. Caleb Botts, 4-3, off to the right. And the Falcons, they do have a chance to shoot. The shot clock is off, however, so they may just let the clock run down. Hayden Todd holding on to the ball. And that's going to do it. 10 seconds left, clock winding down. And the final score will be Florida College 102, Trinity Baptist 49. Kent Hegarty, 19 points to lead everybody on the court, except for Jaquil Samuel. At second look, I see that he has 19 as well. For the Eagles, Marquise Duncanson leads with 12. And Chandler Rivers actually has 13. So the final score, once again, 102-49. Players greeting each other. They'll head to center court for the closing prayer. For Dean Bureau on camera and everyone here at Trinity Baptist College, I'm Ray Bureau once again saying good night. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.